What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video here on Rory Moto. Today we're in the shop, we're working on the bike, we're drinking our coffee black to stay warm. Okay, that's a lie, it's pumpkin spice. I have a hard time admitting to that, but it's delicious. And today's video is gonna be a good old-fashioned catch-all kind of day. We're working on a bunch of different things. Mainly, we're gonna be doing some frame cleanup and some painting, so hopefully some good before and afters there. But stay tuned. I'll show you guys everything we get into along the way, and with that, let's get into the video. So, first thing for today, if you guys happened to catch my metal rescue video that I did when we cleaned up the tank, you'll know that I still had some rust on the underside of this gas tank lid that we were going to use this Rust-Oleum rust dissolver on. So, not doing a whole video on this, but we are gonna kind of set that and forget it while we work on the frame. So we're just hopping outside. I'm gonna set this down, and I did already do one round of this, which got rid of most of the rust, but we're literally just gonna spray that on, and this will sit for about 30 minutes. We'll check back periodically, and we will hopefully get that clean. And then the next thing to update you guys on. So I already went ahead and I used this Turtle hard shell paste on our seat, and oh my god, I'm very happy. So this is completely done now. That has a mirror finish, which I am more than happy with. I cannot recommend this product enough to you guys. But now we're gonna get into the bulk of the video, which is going to be cleaning up this frame. Here's what we're working with. There are a bunch of spots along the frame of this bike that are in need of some major TLC. And I'm gonna show you those various spots now. They're a bit inconspicuous until you get up close to see, and they're basically all a result of a half-finished task, essentially. So, right here is our first spot. We installed a new kickstand, and right here is where we chopped the stock kickstand bracket. So this is just super ugly, needs to be cleaned up and painted. Here is our new kickstand, and along here, from where we ground down the paint, that needs to be cleaned up. Next is going to be, we have some rear sets that are ready to install. In order to do so, we had to grind off some. Knocked up right now, but we're gonna take that off, and you can see everywhere here where the exposed metal is, that's where we ground down the frame. So that'll get cleaned up. And last but not least is gonna be this whole section right here. So, all along here, we're gonna clean. And I think that is it. So, as you can probably assume, I've been putting this off for a little bit of time. It's not fun, but it's needed, and it's gonna look great when we're done. So, the first thing we're gonna do, jack the bike up. I'm gonna strip down as much as I can, the tank, the rear set brackets, and we'll get into it. How our little rust project is doing. So, kind of hard for you guys to tell, but I could feel that coming loose. So we're not quite there yet, but getting close. interrupt this program for a public safety announcement. If you are new to using these at all, a couple things to make sure you're keeping your face safe. You're gonna want some safety glasses, but in addition, and this is actually why I stopped because I forgot, a face shield. It's just an extra layer of safety because these things can explode. Make sure you're using new discs, or at least ones that still have life in them, whether that be a cutting wheel or a grinding wheel. And then actually just pick these up. These are cut resistant gloves. I think these are the class 5 rating. So you might not look cool, but you just getting one of these stuck in your face. Let's get back to work. Alright, so quick status update. Right here, the bulk of the old kickstand has been ground down. A little more cleaning up to do there. Right here, for along where the left side rear sets are going to be, that's all being cleaned up. A little bit of cleanup work here, as well as over here. That mainly just needed to get scuffed up for new paint. And then down here along the right side kickstand. There are 2 spots, so I'm about to get the Dremel out. Kind of hard to get with the grinder. Right here, there's a little bit of a lip, and here back on the other side, there's a little bit of a lip there that I just couldn't get with the grinder. So we're gonna grab the Dremel, we're gonna clean those last 2 spots up, and then we should be good to go. Alright, that turned out pretty well. Now, some of you might be thinking, why am I doing frame modifications this late into a build? You know, why didn't I just strip this entire thing down, right down to the frame, engine out from the start? And the reality is, when I did all these other frame modifications, mainly here, center stand, I mean, when I debulked this, I was really intimidated to take the engine out of this bike. It was a while back. I didn't have the same familiarity with this bike that I do now. And the reality is, these couple cleanup points, I could not justify stripping this entire bike down just for that. It will make it a little trickier for painting, but I have done it before. You'll see in the next video kind of how we prep this for paint. But this is gonna have to do for now. The next little thing I need to do here is this section right here. So I don't know if you can tell, but if you notice the cut right here, there's a slight downward angle. And way back when, again, I think I used like a hand chop saw when I first did this. This is one of the very first things I did. But you can see this cut is actually angled out this way. So I went and just kind of took some reference points of the angle of this piece here. I measured and then just kind of mocked up what actually needs to be removed. So everything beyond this orange piece of tape, we are going to cut, and then hopefully we should have even, just slightly angled cuts on both sides. It should just be much cleaner. And as I mentioned, I need to create a new end cap for this, so I figured now would be the time to do this. And that is exactly what we wanted. That turned out pretty good. Get the tape off here. All right, so nice little surprise. I was all set and I was about to cut out a new cap for this and weld that on. And just for kicks, I grabbed the one that was on there before that fell off. And to my surprise, even after that cut that we just did, that still fits on there pretty nicely. It'll need a little body filler, I think, but not major, but even something as small as this just saved us a little bit of time. So gonna get that on now. Also, almost forgot to show you guys our gas cap outcome. So I got it back in the tank. And if you see here, we are rust free. These spots, that is just pitting. So we do not have any rust left. It's hard to tell, but under this rubber gasket, there was rust under there as well. That is all gone, so we're in good shape. Don't have to worry about rust forming there. And as a reminder, that was this Rust-Oleum Rust Dissolve Gel Formula. Got this at Home Depot, so give it a shot. Alright guys, and that's actually where I'm going to wrap up this video. I think that's a good stopping point. We're going to pick up right where we left off in the next video. This frame is going to get painted. We're going to get things looking good. And guys, if you made it to the end of the video, hit that thumbs up, and more importantly, leave a comment down below letting me know what you're working on, because I would love to know. Be sure to stick around for the next video, and until then, I'll see you next time.